So hey you guys, this is 𝐤𝐲𝐻𝐻 and I'm back with another video. And today's video, of course, is going to be a hair tutorial. You guys, this is the wig that I ended up laying and slaying, child, and it looks so freaking good. And I'm about to tell y'all exactly how I did it. And this is actually another install because I first installed it and didn't like the way I installed it, so I'm going to install it again. So this wig is actually from WowAfrican. This is a 22-inch HD film lace normal pluck hairline wig. I got it at average cap size, and it also comes with an elastic band, but it actually fits really snug, so I didn't need the elastic band. I actually took mine out. So to apply this wig, I'm going to be using pantyhose. I don't know if you guys call them knee highs or stockings. I'm not going to be using a wig cap because the wig cap actually is pretty thick. So with using a pantyhose, it actually makes it a lot more thinner. And I have to give you guys like in detail tutorial of how I do my wigs now because it's way different. This one is a good install, but it's not like the best, but my next one's gonna be like the best. So first off, I'm just gonna go ahead and clean my hairline with some alcohol. That is going to make sure that everything adheres very good and sticks as well. And I'm going to use some Janet Collection spray. And basically this is just to push my edges back, or I could have used some 𝐔𝐧𝐝𝐀𝐟𝐫𝐢𝐜𝐚 spray, just something that's going to hold it. Now with using this cap, you can already see just how much thinner it is. Y'all know I'm a joke. Y'all know a full joke, but you can see how much more thinner it is, and when you pull it, it gets actually even more thinner. So that's why people like to use pantyhose now. Ivy Dare is the first person I've seen use this, and it's been on and popping ever since. I stopped using it, I don't know why, but now I'm back. And then of course you guys know my little method that I love to use when I cut out my ear tabs. I mean, honestly, I need niggas to give me my props because y'all know I was like one of the first ones to do this, so come on now. Now I'm going to use some boho, and I'm using my rat tooth comb. And lately I've been using a lot of different glues. So if you guys have any glues you want me to try out, definitely let me know and I'll purchase them and try them out, because right now boho is like one of my faves. Or one of my sticky glue faves. And then I got a couple others as well. So with this, I'm just going to go ahead and put a thin layer and just use my rat tooth comb and just spread that out and make sure it's done really evenly and make sure it dries really good. I want it to be like completely dry before I go ahead and put my other layers. So that's why I'm just going to spread it out like jelly, you know what I'm saying? Now after I done that, I only did one layer. So after I did this one layer, I went ahead and decided to cut it off, but then I noticed that the glue wasn't like completely dry, so I went ahead and put my blow dryer back on to dry it, and I'm using it on a cool setting as well. And you guys see how thin this layer is? It's almost like it's barely any glue. Like I'm gonna have to go in and do actually another little layer as well, to be honest, because near the ear tabs, that part sometimes doesn't hold, so I put a lot more glue there to spread it out, because that helps to have my like ear parts to look like a lot more natural and everything is laying and slaying, you know what I'm saying? So I do like to do those last if they don't adhere as much as the top part does, just because it is around my ear and it's a little finicky down there. Now you guys know I love using this. This is my Sally Hansen spray that I love. It's like an airbrush spray for like tanning, but I'm using the color Tan Glow. Now, like I said, I have changed my routine up a lot, but this routine actually worked for this wig. I'm not gonna say I was surprised, but I deadass was a little bit surprised. But I do my spray now on the wig before I actually do the glue, if that makes sense. So I did this, and you guys see how you can kind of see how you can tell where the glue is at because of the way the spray reacted to the stocking cap with the glue on it. I do it a whole lot better now because I've been trying out a bunch of different methods. So that's why I said my next wig tutorial is going to look way different. Now with this wig, child, y'all see it. It was already plugged. It was already bleached. And it has an undetectable, invisible knots. It looks really good. Like really good. So I'm just going to use my hot comb, and like I said, the lace is already kind of low-key cut off of it because I did adhere the wig at first and I didn't really like the way I did it, so I took it off and I'm going to do it again. So that's why we're here with it. But I'm going to be using my hot comb. This is like one of my favorite hot combs. I got it from Kendra's Boutique. It was like $60, and when I went to Arrogant Taste class, this was like his favorite hot comb, so of course I got it. But she's always sold out of this hot comb, but if you can get it, then you should definitely get it. And then I'm also going to be using my blow dryer, but I'm going to put it on a hot setting this time because it's going to help to just lay it a lot more flatter. So I'm just going to put that on, but don't leave it on too high because you know how you put the blow dryer on, girl, it could burn the hair off. So be very careful because ain't nobody got time for that. And like I said, I had to reinstall it, so I'm going to be cutting off a lot more lace this time. But I do leave a good bit of lace in the front sometimes because it just helps it to blend better. I don't like to cut the lace all the way to where the hairline is. I still leave a little bit of lace in front of it. I don't know why, but it just seems to help it blend better. When I cut it directly to where the hair is, it's almost like you can really just see it. So y'all gonna see a little bit lace still in front of it. And then of course I'm gonna be really controversial and use pliers. That's why I said my new wig tutorial is gonna be off the chain, because girl, I'm using some tools that people ain't using, and they can probably be like, girl, what the... But yeah, it works for me. So you know, so now I'm just gonna put the hair out my way, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put my bow hold right on that edge. And then I see some parts of my ball cap is lifting a little bit, but like I said, it's gonna be easy because I'm gonna fix it. But girl, my next video is gonna be lit, don't worry. But I'm just gonna put that right on the edges of that, and then just spread that around. I'm actually probably using a lot more glue than I normally would use, but it ended up working because I've been applying my wig so long that I know how to maneuver stuff. So I'm just gonna push that back. I definitely don't want to push the front because that means I will have to put the wig down farther. And my hairline is actually not that far from like my forehead. Well, you know, I don't really have much forehead space, so I try not to put my wigs too back. I mean too forward, because then it'll look like really crazy. And with this part, I probably should have waited until the wig got a little bit more tacky, but I was way eager because girl, I was in Miami and I was trying to get outside to the club, so yeah, I was rushing. But like I said, this install still turned out popping. Don't play with me. And now I'm going to go ahead and put another pantyhose over top of this and tie it down. You can use elastic bands, pantyhose, anything that's like your favorite. And I also have like a little elastic band I end up putting. So I put the pantyhose and then I put the elastic band. And then I believe I took the pantyhose off and put the elastic band. But y'all see how melted it looks? It looks really, really good. Like, ooh, it looks like scalpiana. Like, oh my God, it looks so popping. And then I just have to cut a little bit lace off because some of the lace wasn't laying and I didn't feel like I should go back and glue it. I think I should cut it off. But I don't know if you guys can tell, but I do leave a good amount of lace. Well, not a good amount, a little bit of lace in front of where the hairline and the hair actually is, so it makes it look so much better. But guys, let me go ahead and put that behind my ear, you know what I'm saying? And the wig, the luster of it is really, really pretty. It just looks really good. I straightened it out, and honey, she's nice and thick. She's bomb, okay? I love this wig. Yes, and I'm gonna give y'all a little zoom in and stuff. Like I said, ooh, y'all see that? Y'all see that gradient hairline, period, okay? And yes, I love the luster of this wig, the shine of it. It's really nice, pretty. I did press it, but I didn't press it, but it looks so good. And with these tools, I'm going to be using my Mingli flat iron. I think I told you guys about it in an older video, but it's a really good flat iron. I've been using it for a while. And that's my homegirl June in the back. She had to help me because I could not press the back of my hair. But this is the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I'm going to see y'all in my next video. Bye, boo-boos.